Today, we're talking about George Clooney's unexpected and powerful show of support for his wife, Amal Clooney, after her emotional public statement that has left fans split down the middle. Some are applauding her bravery. Others are questioning the timing. But everyone can agree on one thing. The Clooney household has stepped into the spotlight like never before. When Amal Clooney stepped forward with her emotional message, the world paused. Known for her poise, precision, and unwavering professionalism, she rarely reveals her personal feelings on such a raw and vulnerable level. Her statement, deeply heartfelt, powerful, and surprisingly personal, caught fans off guard and immediately set social media ablaze. Amal spoke with a tone that was noticeably shaken, addressing something that clearly weighed heavily on her spirit. Her voice cracked at moments, her expressions softened, and the controlled attorney the world knows pulled back the curtain just enough for people to see the emotional toll behind her work and fame. Her words left millions struck with admiration, sympathy, confusion, and in some cases, criticism. It was a moment no one expected from someone who usually keeps the public at arm's length. What people didn't anticipate was George Clooney stepping in with a public statement of his own. Known for his charm, confidence, and a personality that instantly fills the room, George has always been protective of his family. But this time, the tone was different. His words were firm, supportive, and deeply emotional. He didn't just stand beside Amal, he stood in front. George made it clear that whatever she was going through, whatever weight she was carrying, she wouldn't be carrying it alone. He praised her strength, her integrity, and called her the most courageous person he knows. For fans, it was a glimpse into a side of George they rarely see. Not the actor, not the director, not the public figure, but the devoted husband. His message immediately sparked intense reactions. Some fans applauded him for standing by Amal so openly. Others claimed he was being overly dramatic or trying to shift attention. And just like that, the Clooneys became the center of a fierce online debate. Almost instantly, social media became a battleground of opinions. Supporters praised Amal for speaking out, saying it was refreshing to see someone in her position reveal genuine emotion. They said her transparency made her more relatable, more human, and even more admirable. Many applauded George, saying his support was the definition of partnership and emotional maturity. But critics took a different stance. They argued that Amal should have kept her emotions private, considering her professional reputation. Others felt the statement came at the wrong time or interpreted it as a move driven by pressure or public expectation. Some even criticized George's emotional defense, accusing him of trying to turn the moment into a dramatic spectacle. This clash of perspectives created a massive divide among fans, with both sides passionately defending their stance. And in many ways, it speaks to how closely people watch the Clooneys. Every gesture, word, and emotion becomes amplified under the intense spotlight of global attention. The most surprising part of all this is how much of George and Amal's dynamic was unintentionally revealed. The couple has always kept their private life intensely guarded. They rarely comment on controversies. They decline unnecessary interviews, and they keep public appearances elegant but distant. But this situation cracked that exterior just enough to show something real. Viewers saw a marriage where two people are deeply invested in each other's emotional well-being. George's reaction showed that behind the glamour and the spotlight is a man who fiercely protects the woman he loves. And Amal's vulnerable moment showed that even the strongest, most poised individuals can carry heavy emotions that the world never sees. It was raw, it was real, and it was a reminder that celebrity or not, the Clooneys are human. Now all eyes are on what happens next. Will Amal continue opening up? Will George speak again? Will the public's divided reaction push them to retreat into privacy? Or will this moment redefine how they present themselves to the world? What's clear is that this emotional revelation has shifted the perception of the couple. Not in a scandalous way, but in a way that shows depth, vulnerability, and the kind of unity that is rare in Hollywood. And while not everyone agrees with their approach, one thing is undeniable. George and Amal Clooney have once again captured global attention. This time not with glamour, but with authenticity. If you found this breakdown as fascinating as we did, Make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive. There are more updates on the Clooneys coming, and trust me, you'll want to be here when they drop.